Hello Gemini, I'm back again with your Karma Connections for July 2023. If you're new, come on a little closer. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on astrologically for you. And the theme the last few months has been karma, hence the Karma Connections. This is the connection here, your blueprint in life, the position of all the planets where they are right now, juxtaposed against the sun sign, rising sign, or if you know your lunar sign of Gemini, you can maybe apply some of what I'm saying to those astrological charts as well. There's a very important conjunction of Venus and Mars right now taking place in your third house. Venus is the planet of love, with the passionate, unbridled Mars. It's playing out in your mind. And if it's playing out in your mind, ultimately it's going to manifest in the real world. So it's important you either take full control of what's going on in your mind, or you let it go and let it flow. Which reminds me of Oscar Wilde when he said, I can resist everything except temptation. And that seems to be the theme for you, especially with that transit of the fifth rule of Venus. What a lovely combination, very passionate. Your mind as well as your body may be passionate. You may be passionate about some idea or ideal just now. You know, the third house is bravery. It's your desire to take a stand on something, to push forward a bold new concept that you have. You mustn't have any fear about that this month, Gemini. Let your spirit soar high, high, high into the sky, sky, sky. And that is really an important message, I think, from your horoscope this month. Quick shift, detour over to the 8th house on the full moon, which takes place on the 3rd in your 8th house, banking, finance. The full moon shines a very bright, soft, cool light on these hidden areas of your horoscope. And that has to do with finance, shared resources, the way you share your money with the person in your life that you love. That will come into focus after this full moon. On the 10th and the 11th, we see Mars moving its position to your 4th house. Well, that's possibly a little bit problematic expense-wise. 4th house is your domestic sphere, 12th house is expenses. 4th house is also your inner happiness. So it appears that if you let it, this energy may create some inner turmoil. Just those thoughts and those feelings that you just don't want, but you keep having, like that fixed sort of cracked record. So you have to take some control over your thinking, or you could be in for a little bit of a emotionally turbulent time. That's also got to do with dealing with family members, relatives and that sort of thing. You have to bear in mind that Mars moving into that area then starts it's already close to the opposition of Saturn, which is retrograde. So that's going to cause a lot of frustrations to diametrically opposed energies. The energy of Saturn, which is constrained, withheld, contained, whereas Mars is outgoing, impulsive, dynamic, wanting action. So that could be a bit of a challenge for you, and that may be an ongoing thing over the next month or so. The new moon on the 18th is going to take place in the sign of Cancer. That is your finance sector, Gemini. At the outset of the month, you've got Mercury and the Sun there. Mercury will move out of that sector on the 11th, as I said, into the sign of Leo. And then that is going to, again, activate that 3rd house of mental stimulation. That's also contracts. So with Mars moving to your 4th house, for some of you anyhow, there may be some, renewal of leases, or maybe issues that are ongoing with the premises that you're in, the desire to fix or reconstruct aspects of the home. maybe even possibly to purchase a home, because you've got that powerful Mars. By the way, I was incorrect there mentioning that Mars is your 12th ruler. It is in fact the 11th ruler. So that doesn't show expense, rather it shows gain or profitability. So this is the time to maybe look at real estate or other fixed assets that you can dispose of and make profitable for yourself. The final transit there that I see, the important one anyhow, is the transit of Mercury into its own sign, the exaltation sign of Mercury, which is the fourth house of your horoscope, relating again to property, fixed assets. Mercury is a negotiating planet. It's a contractual planet. It's a planet of communication and interaction on an intellectual level. So again, this solidifies the idea that you may be, talking about housing, real estate, that sort of thing, possibly even negotiating some contracts the latter part this month into the next month, which we'll get to next month. But anyhow, don't forget to pop on over to astrology.com.au. There's a full list of transits, not just what I've talked about, that will help fill in the holes, what I haven't talked about. You've got all of the free astrological literature there, stuff that I've written for your daily, weekly, monthly and yearly pleasure. Don't forget to check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to drop me a line. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to come back next month. I'll be here and I'll be looking forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye now.